pulling the doors open first so I can get into the dent there. See if I can pull the dent out at all enough to where I can make this a usable buggy plow rig kind of vehicle. Well, that worked. Well, kinda. Limited success. I gotta get this door off this thing. I'm just gonna rip it off. Well, the window frame wasn't strong enough because the latch is still latched. So, we're air chiseling. Hard to do one-handed with the camera. Gonna air chisel out a big hole for a chain to go through the middle of the door and see if we can rip it off that way. Well, I gave it one more yank and I felt something come loose. Is it under my truck? Oh yeah. I'm parked on it. Ah, it looks like it ripped right there. The latch part is still attached to the very bottom of the door. Oh, I can go through this, around this bar and under and try to rip away the last of it. And actually it's almost helping pull out this pillar, yanking on there so hard. And then that's the plan, to get on that from the bottom and pull on it with the chain a bunch of times. Now that this door is mostly off, I can get to the bolts to get the other door off, to get that out of the way of pulling the body out a little. Had to pull ahead a little bit, get off this thing, the whole outer door skin. Save that for the scrap pile. I don't know if any of these shots aiming back are lining up. Hopefully I get something by the end of this. I can't really see what I'm filming, I just have to kind of point. I think I just saw the door fly open. Yeah, it appears we did what we wanted to. We got that piece off the latch. Yep, that's what it was on. No matter what you did with the door handle, it didn't open the latch, but we actually pulled back the pillar a little bit in the process. This was in touching the seat here, so we gained a little from pulling on that so hard. I don't think that speaker is going to be usable anymore. It sucks. Stereo worked in this thing. I guess I'm just going to come in here probably with the Sawzall and just take those hinges right off. Drop this chunk of door off. Look at the carnage. Using the gator grip kind of socket that goes over everything. Great for disassembly. It's pretty much unusable for reassembly. What is still holding this thing on? We already clipped the other piece in the middle. Maybe just the wire? I've seen how that the door is hanging down like this. They hide a pin in there that looks like it goes over to this. Looks like that would be the problem. So I can't cut those hinges off and get this last bit till the Sawzall battery charges up, but I think in the meantime I'm going to try to get the chain down maybe under the seatbelt reeler to kind of hold it down, because I don't want it sliding up here. I want to pull down low and give the side a few tugs, see if we can pull that out. So I have no idea if those other shots of pulling the doors off or anything came out at all. I've just got the sun in my eyes hanging out the truck window here, trying to aim back with the phone while I drive. So I'm setting this one up on a bucket here, and it might help show how much we pull or don't pull out, how successful we are in this. Hopefully our pull-out game is strong. Damn. That might be even good enough. See, it's completely away from the seat now. I don't want this way too far out. I think the only way to pull this out further down here would be to put a hole in the floor and go down through with the chain. I don't know if I'll do that. Well, I'm gonna give it one more. Yeah, hopefully there's some of that on camera because it's pulling the car right over on this snow so far every time. You're just looking at the bumper. But that's good, I think, for good enough, as good as we're gonna get. This middle pillar is no longer all the way in, jamming the seat over. Now you can see the seat's pushed into the other seat. We can try to pull the seat back because it is currently, well, it moved already. It was resting against the four-wheel drive shifter, which that's what I was trying to get rid of here by pulling all this back out, was make enough room where the passenger seat's no longer jamming on that, and also just get the doors out so we can get this passenger seat maybe out of here if it's just going to be a buggy or plow rig. All right, we got it around the seat. Gonna see if we can pull that over back to somewhere near how it's supposed to be. I'll set you guys up again. Well, I'd say that's far enough. Maybe a touch too far over. Oh, it's loose anyway. Well, at least it's moved to a point where we can take it out if we want to, and I guess somebody could sit in it if they dared. Yeah, remember those hand rests were touching. That's how badly bent it was. So we got like a foot, and it was touching that shifter too. So it really moved it. Well, I'm still waiting for the Sawzall battery to charge, and sawing off that little nub of the door is not even an interesting thing to put in a video. So thanks for watching me pull that dent back out. Stay tuned for what we're gonna do with this. I might enclose it with just sheet metal or anything. I don't know. I was even thinking about plastic, just anything to keep the snow out and the heat in. And then in the summertime, it's possible we'll just cut this whole body right off and put a cage on it. Stay tuned for the next one.